I'm not gonna use what I use on my arse cheeks on my face, you know? It's not acceptable. It's not okay. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel where we talk about skincare, grooming, sometimes hair, so that sounds like your thing. Make sure you are subscribed. Also, come and follow me on Instagram where I vlog, I do product reviews, skincare routines. Now, I'm not usually one to post videos about products I don't like or give negative reviews. I feel like it's a waste of time. If I don't like something, I'm not going to talk about it, but if you ask me about it, I'll tell you I don't like it. However, recently I've had a bit of an influx of people ask me about products that I don't like and products I would avoid, and I thought, you know what, I'll just make a video about it. And that is what this video is about, is products that haven't worked for me personally. And as a friend, if you asked me my opinion on them, I'd turn around and say to you, don't use that. Quick disclaimer, I know a few of you guys actually really like these products and you use them because we've talked about them before, but skincare is different for everyone. So whilst these didn't work for me, as always with skincare, they may have worked for you, even if we are the same skin type. So if you do love these products and if you find they're working for your skin, then please continue to use them. Okay, let's start off with the first. I think this is the most obvious. I've been very vocal about this one. This is St. Ives Apricot Scrub. I feel like this is a product that everyone's used at least once in their lifetime, but for me as a teenager, this was my go-to exfoliator. But also as a teenager, I didn't really know what I was doing. I personally feel that St. Ives Apricot Scrub is the perfect example of everything that's wrong with a physical exfoliator, and here's why. Number one, it has walnut shell in it, which is the physical scrubbing parts, but these are just far too abrasive. Now, when I was younger and I used this, the bits were very, very big. Some of them were actually quite sharp as well. I do remember once cutting myself, but thinking, oh, the scrubbing's really doing its work, you know? And I know since that the bits have gotten smaller, but they are still just so abrasive. Whilst there are reports that using an exfoliator can make microscopic tears in your skin, there's no real research backing that up. But you'll know this is too abrasive for you. Like if me, when I was younger, your skin was getting red and inflamed and even irritated from this scrub. Second reason I don't like this is because it calls itself an invigorating scrub. This product gives your skin that freshly scrubbed, kind of shiny, tight feeling to your skin, which actually isn't a good sign. And as I keep saying, when I was younger, I thought this meant I had a really good scrub. The fact that my cheeks were red, my forehead was a little bit red, I was like, that scrub has really done its job. That is a sign of a good scrub. The real sign of good exfoliation is no sign whatsoever. And that's why I do prefer chemical exfoliators. You just pop them on like a toner, and over time you see your skin improving. However, that's not to say there aren't some amazing physical exfoliators out there. So for me, when I'm picking a physical exfoliator, I go for a physical exfoliator with tinier, smaller, like little scrubbing particles in. Now, whilst all kinds of scrubs can irritate and inflame your skin, that's really down to how much scrubbing you're physically doing yourself. When the particles in an exfoliator are bigger, people tend to find themselves pushing more and scrubbing more to get that scrub everywhere. When the pieces are tinier and kind of all within the scrub, you find yourself gently rolling that over because you can feel those little grains going all over your skin and really giving yourself a gentle exfoliation. Next up is like kind of like a trio. We have the Clean and Clear Blackhead Clearing Cleanser, the Clean and Clear Sensitive Skin Toner, and the Clean and Clear Deep Cleaning Astringent. As a spotty teen, Clean and Clear was my go-to brand for pretty much the whole routine actually, and for hopefully clearing my skin. The name suggests it after all, but I have so many problems with these particular products, all of which I would use and kind of like switch them out. So these are really toners. They're kind of what you use in the toner stage. Like you wouldn't wash your face with one of these, and this is what I feel people think of when they think of a toner. When I say I love toners, people are like, oh, but they're drying and packed with alcohol. I'm like, because you're looking at this, That's what you're thinking a toner is. And there are so many types of this toner. And again, a product I used to use when I was a teenager and I loved, the Blackhead Clearing Cleanser I would use, and it would make my skin matte and shiny and my pores would look tight. But then later throughout the day, my skin would become super oily all of a sudden and like freak the fuck out. But now that feeling would make my skin crawl. If my skin felt and looked matte, and tight, I would never do that to my skin. I just feel like skincare has come such a long way. Yes, at the time, these products were probably kind of the only ones around for teenage skin. Skincare, including toners, have come such a long way in the sense that you don't need an alcohol-heavy product to help fight with spots on oily skin. But one thing that I wish was around when I was a spotty teen is BHAs. Now, they probably were around, but they were not popular in skincare. I don't think they were easily available at all in skincare. BHA is known for helping spot-prone skin and oily skin. It is a chemical exfoliator, but that you use in the toner stage. And I wish I had this when I was younger because I feel like it would have just sorted me right out. Now let's talk about L'Oreal Men Expert Total Clean Shower Gel. This is a 5-in-1 shower gel. 5-in-1. This is a body wash, a cleanser, a shaving gel, shampoo, and it just states that it's moisturizing. So it's not so much this direct product I hate, although I do, but what this kind of stands for in the men's grooming realm. This is the perfect example of kind of aiming products at men that suggest they're lazy and don't care as much about their skin as women do, and the way that brands target women in a way that makes them think they need one thing for every inch of their body. You know, it's two completely different things. It's just a very slight example of how there's so much more pressure on women to kind of feel like they need to care for themselves a lot more, and how their image is everything, you know, and the standards they need to live up to, whereas men are happy with a 5-in-1 everything. And you may not believe it, I'm very, very lazy, but I'm still not gonna wash my face with my shaving gel, and I'm not gonna wash my face with my shampoo, and I'm not gonna use a product that claims to be good for all 5 of these things. That is just absolutely insane. First of all, I don't like 2-in-1 products. I feel like 100% definitely you need a different product cleanser to what you use on your face to your body. The skin's different, completely different. Oh, they annoy me so much. I'm not going to use what I use on my arse cheeks on my face, you know? It's not acceptable. It's not okay to do that. And the fact that a brand are saying it is, and just encouraging this kind of like stereotypical manly stereotype, is f***ing annoying, L'Oreal. Jesus, like, ugh. Okay, let's move on to the last one because I hate talking about bad stuff. But this is Dove's Original Beauty Cream Bar. Notice how I didn't say soap, and they make a really big deal out of this not being soap. And it isn't soap. It's not. But I think everyone knows Dove because our parents probably used it. It's probably in the shower when you were young. Our grandparents probably used it. Their grandparents probably used it, and so on and so forth. And whilst, yes, this isn't a soap, you cannot tell me that this still doesn't leave your skin feeling dry. I used it for a week to kind of see what it was all about. I was going to do a video about them, but then like testing it for a week, but then I saw they had this whole advertising campaign over Instagram, like all these beauty influencers were using Dove soap to wash their face. Not soap, sorry. I was like, I'm not going to post this. And it dried me out so much. It felt like I was using a soap on my face. It's super creamy, it is, but I just feel like cleansers have come such a long way. And they're so much better than this beauty bar that's been around for decades. But there's nothing wrong with old favorites, Pseudo-Cream, Vaseline, Pepto-Bismol, I don't know. As I said, if it works for you, that's great. But again, this is another thing that's kind of formulated for your body and your face, and I just kind of don't get it. And it still dried me out. It still had that like squeaky, soapy feeling. It just wasn't for me. And I just hate the whole hygiene thing of a bar of soap as well, the way it's just kind of left on the side, sitting around. I just think skincare has come such a long way that we should be looking out for other things and cleansers that target a particular concern, you know, rather than just an overall bar that has cleansing benefits. Just gonna throw a few more out there. The whole L'Oreal Clay Mask range, I really hated. It stung my skin. Coconut oil, because everyone thinks it could be used for everything. When you ask them what their routine is, they're like, oh, I just use coconut oil. It's like, but for what? And that's about it, really. I don't really keep track of products I hate. I guess I'd rather just forgive and forget them for whatever they did to my skin. But yeah, I hope that was something different. I'm so sorry if one of your favorites was in this this lineup. But again, this isn't what worked for me, and just kind of why I didn't like them. If you like them and they work for you, of course, continue to use them. But whilst I have you, check out this playlist here full of other skincare videos. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram and check out my latest video here as well. But that is it for me now, guys. I will see you next time.